locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the gap in there. That play got swallowed up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter, and remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now on the return, Brendan Langley. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Barrett looks to throw on first. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Barrett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A final shot before break. Barrett steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey. 4 down. Gun.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Ohio.
first down. Barrett to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 77 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is Jackson, buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Flex round!
Throwing again. Barrett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Flex round! Ohio!
Throwing on 1st down. Barrett. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett, he's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Barrett. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Giants have extended their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the moment of space.
Barrett now on 2nd down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On second down, Barrett. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Barrett, complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Barrett steps away to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Fighting him off. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Yeah.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. He hits more. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Redskins have scored again to extend their advantage. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hamilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now Jones. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going down.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Over.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time. And caught it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Left side here to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, we had 2 ties last